This episode of Techno Buffalo is brought to you by Domain.com. What's up, everyone? John and Rettinger from Techno Buffalo with the full review for you of the Beats Studio Wireless. The Beats brand has become about as polarizing as Apple themselves. Chances are you're either in love with it or hate it camp. I'm kinda in the middle, at least I came in kind of in the middle. So first, these $379 headphones are not for the faint of wallet. That is, again, $379. They look exactly like the new Studios that Beats also has out. Available in a ton of different colors, some bright, some not. Looking at titanium, because I didn't want some of like the look at me colors. Alright, so let's jump right in and talk about the design. Hey, they look like headphones. It's about what you'd expect here. The headband is really very durable. One of the knocks that people have about Beats is durability. This headband, though, seems to be really durable. It's got a really nice cushion on top, so you're not going to feel any pressure on your head at all, like most headphones out there. If you got a big noggin, you can go ahead and adjust it accordingly. Also, it's very comfortable on the ears. There's a lot of cushion, a lot of padding, so they sit very nicely right over your ears. Again, everybody's gonna be different, but at least for me, with I think just normal ear sizes, I had no issue wearing these for long periods of time. Also, I occasionally wear glasses when I'm working, no issue wearing these with glasses either. Control is going to be done just like the other wireless headphones that Beats line up, the Solo 2s, on the left-hand side. You won't be able to tell me things there. They look totally hidden, completely flush with that B logo. It serves as a button that's going to do your play music or stop music or launch iTunes, whatever music player you're using. Volume up and down is going to be right on top of there as well. Think of this like what you'd have if you had inline remote control. You can all do it wirelessly with the button right on the left ear cup. Also, since these are wireless, you might want to take a phone call or two. There is a built-in mic. It is not great. People could definitely hear I was on a Bluetooth headphone, something I haven't heard in a very long time. But if you're in the gym in a pinch and you want to tell your significant other you'll be home in a minute, it'll definitely get the job done. The feature I was most intrigued to try with these was noise canceling, and I'm happy to say that it does work when listening to music, but it's not super great. It does have a mode that's good for commuters or if you're on an airplane or something that lets you turn on a more active noise canceling, but you can't listen to any music while you're doing it. So think of these like a really expensive set of earplugs. When just using normal noise canceling, saying you just have them on your ears and you're able to play music through them, it works. You can still hear everything around you, you can just hear less of what's around you. When I put them on my head, I couldn't hear myself typing on a normal keyboard noise. Anything louder than that you could hear, so use that as your baseline. Let me stop real fast and thank our peeps at Domain.com. It's the place to go when the next great idea hits you, like in the middle of the night. It's one-stop shopping for all your domain name and web hosting and email needs. Domain.com wants to hook you up with a pretty sick offer. Save 20% on domain names and web hosting when you use coupon code TechnoBuffalo. It's all one word in caps at Domain.com's checkout. When you think domains, think Domain.com. Wireless range, these are Bluetooth, was about 30 feet. That's what Beats advertises, and I got just about that. They also claim about 12 hours of battery life, and that, again, was just about as advertised. I do plug these in every night. I keep them on at the office. They're plugged in pretty much when I get in from like 7:38 until 5:30. I just plug them in at night. I usually have got about 2 bars or 2 dots of battery life left from the LEDs that show up on the right ear cup. So I could have gone for another probably half a day, but plugged them every night, no issue at all. You can plug a cable in and use these. You'll get about 20 hours of battery life. The annoying thing though is you're going to need a battery to even use it with the cable plugged in. I do not like that about these headphones. Other headphones become just normal wired headphones when you plug in a cable, but not so with these. When you pull out said cable, it's also going to turn the headphones off, so I guess that's a nice feature. All right, let's talk about audio since, these are headphones. I do want to give a caveat here. I had to return my first pair because they would not keep a connection, which was really annoying. It's not a great start to a review, but a bad unit could happen with any product out there, but thought I'd just let you know what happened. Audio is obviously totally subjective. So the quality sounded really great without overpowering bass, which is a nice thing to have from a Beats headphones. The bass is pretty controlled here, so if you're looking for really heavy bass, you might want to look for the previous generation Studios. These are going to sound very different. Audio was very good, but it wasn't quite as good, even customizable, something like the Parrot Zeeks 2. I was able to hear everything I wanted. I didn't get that overpowering bass that Beats used to be known for. I was listening to other genres of music other than just, rap or hip hop, if you music that's really beat heavy, something like dubstep. I could rock my Kenny G and my Michael Bolton without really having to worry about being overpowered. by the ukulele. Audio is just good. It's not as great as other things that are out there, but it was pretty decent. It's going to come with a hard carrying case, which is going to be nice. You don't get a hard carrying case with the Solo 2 wireless. It's sort of a soft mesh. You get 2 cables inside. You're going to get a red one, which has all of your inline controls, and also super screams "Look at me" in bright red. And you get a black straight cable, which is just straight audio. The moral here is that I like these headphones. They are far from great, and they are far from inexpensive. In the pantheon of headphones, and there are a lot, these are probably square in the middle. While the price, though, is squarely at the front. For this kind of dough, though, I think you're going to probably want to look elsewhere. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I'm really getting into the headphone kind of review. If any other headset you want to see this review, be sure to let us know. I use these just like an average person would. How do they work for me? How do they work for my usage? How does music sound? How do YouTube videos sound? How's battery life? Wireless is important to me, so I want to make sure I got a chance to check these out. But again, for the money, there are a lot of other options out there. They're going to do about the same for less scratch. Please give the video a thumbs up. I always appreciate it. And of course, check us out at technobuffalo.com for the latest and greatest tech news, and hit the big subscribe button to get videos as they come to you. Until next time, John Rettinger. See you guys next video.